These people are amongst the greatest quiz players in Britain. Together, they make up the Eggheads, the most formidable quiz team in the country. The question is, can they be beaten? Welcome to Eggheads, the show where a team of quiz challengers attempt to beat the greatest quiz team in Britain. They are the Eggheads. Today's fearsome foursome are Chris, the steamroller, Steve, Kevin, and Lisa, the voice. And the voice, Lisa, because you love to sing, but we haven't heard enough of your singing recently.
I think you mainly call me the voice these days because it's too rude to call me the mouth.
Are you ready? Have you got your skates on?
Ah.
Yes, there's a clue about who you're facing today. Hoping to wipe the smiles off the Eggheads' faces, today our Leeds Roller Derby. Now, everyone on this team shares a passion for the exciting sport of roller derby, either participating or, in Mickey and Fiona's case, refereeing. Let's meet them.
Hi, I'm Vicky and I'm a business analyst.
Hi, I'm Mickey and I'm a social researcher.
Hi, I'm Fiona and I'm an illustrator and comics artist.
Hi, I'm Jade and I'm an e-learning developer.
Vicky and team, hello.
Hi.
Great to see you. I must ask you, first of all, what roller derby is.
It's a full contact sport, so think rugby on roller skates. We all skate, even our referees skate as well.
So how are you winning and losing?
So one of your 5 players has a star on their helmet.
Yes.
And they need to lap members of the other team that are on the track to score points.
I see.
So that's where the contact bit comes in.
It's a race with argy-bargy thrown in.
Yeah, essentially.
Wow. Good luck, challengers. Good luck with the skates. Every day there is £1,000 worth of cash up for grabs. If the challengers fail to defeat the Eggheads, the prize money rolls over. Now, Leeds Roller Derby. The Eggheads have won the last 11. They are rolling. They really are, and you've got to stop them. Whatever you have to do, find the one with the star on the helmet, OK? Knock them off the track. There's £12,000 if you defeat them. Would you like to crack on?
Yes, please.
Good stuff. So, Vicky and team, first head-to-head battle is on history. Now, team captain, who is the historian?
That would be me, I think.
Yeah, it's Fiona.
Yep.
OK, Fiona, our illustrator, against which Egghead? You've got any of them here? Chris, Steve, Kevin, Lisa.
I think we're thinking of Steve.
Steve. Yeah.
Steve, please.
OK, Fiona from Leeds Roller Derby taking on Steve from the Eggheads. Let's head into our famous question room now. Well, I love that you're an illustrator and a comics artist there, Fiona.
Yes.
And tell us about this thing, Seagulls Paint Reuse, which you have started volunteering at.
Yeah, I volunteer at Seagulls Reuse, which takes house paint and saves it from landfill, and we either revitalise it and resell it, or we dispose of it safely so it doesn't just end up chucked in landfill.
Do you know what? Everyone who owns any sort of house or property or whatever will have about 15 paint pots with an inch of paint left in them.
Yep, and please give us that inch.
What, even if it's, like, really hardened and everything?
Yeah, because we can dispose of it safely.
Oh, what a great idea. Thank you, Fiona. Good luck in this round. History against Steve. Would you like to go first or second?
I'll go first, please.
Which English king's bouts of mental instability have been attributed by some historians to the genetic disorder porphyria? George III, Henry III, or William III?
My gut instinct is to say George III, because you know of Mad King George, so I'm going to go with George.
George III is right. Well done. Steve, your first question. The American Jenny Jerome was the mother of which politician? Stanley Baldwin, Benjamin Disraeli, or Winston Churchill?
That's Winston Churchill.
Indeed, he had an American mum, Winston Churchill. Back to you, Fiona. The Phalange was a 20th century political party in which country? Spain, Italy, or France?
I don't know the answer off the top of my head, but from the sort of linguistic, I would say Italy.
Eggheads, do you know? Is it Italy?
It's Spain.
Spain is the answer. 20th century political party in Spain. So, Steve has a chance to take the lead. What is the modern-day name of the English city that occupies the site of the Roman settlement Ratae Coriel Talvorum, or simply Ratae? Leicester, Bath, or Canterbury?
I think that's Leicester, Jeremy.
It is Leicester. You guys know your Roman names. It's always frustrating, that. OK. So you need to get this one right, Fiona, to stay in. The humanitarian Henri Dunant was a key figure in the founding of which of these organizations? Salvation Army, Amnesty International, or Red Cross?
The name doesn't ring a bell, but I don't think it was the Salvation Army. I don't know why. I think it might be Amnesty International.
It's not that. Red Cross. Sorry, Fiona, a hard old round that, with Steve then winning through and going into the final. But it's early days. Come back to us, rejoin your teams, and we'll see what happens next. OK, tricky start for the challengers who've lost a brain from the final round, but the Eggheads are all still there. The next subject is sport. Ah, this is good. So Vicky, Mickey or Jade?
We are a sports team, but sport is our weakness.
No, I don't believe it.
I don't mind taking this one. Yeah.
Yep, we'll go for Vicky.
All
I'll
right,
do.
team captain goes in. And you've got Chris, Kevin or Lisa?
I think we were thinking of Chris for this
Yeah.
one.
Yep.
Chris.
Chris, OK, we have our moments on sport. Chris, don't we?
We do indeed. We flatten the opposition sometimes. There again, the opposition sometimes flattens us.
Exactly. Vicky from Leeds Roller Derby to take on the great Chris from the Eggheads. Please go to the question room. So, Vicky, roller derbying for 10 years, I gather.
Yes. This last month was my 10-year derbyversary.
It must be a great way of getting rid of the working stress.
Definitely.
OK, 3 questions on sport. And do you want to go first or second?
Can I go first, please?
Brilliant. OK, your first question, Vicky, good luck. Which of these rugby union teams is not part of the men's Six Nations tournament? France, Spain or Italy?
So, Six Nations. So I know Italy's in it, and England, Ireland, Wales and Scotland. So it's between France and Spain. I think I'm going to go with Spain.
You are quite right. Spain is right. It became the Six Nations in 2000 when Italy joined. Chris, which of these facts about the 1974 boxing bout between Muhammad Ali and George Foreman, known as the Rumble in the Jungle, is true? Ali won on a split points decision, Foreman quit on his stool, or Ali knocked out Foreman?
Ali won on a split points decision.
Ali knocked out Foreman, Chris?
Gee.
OK, Vicky, your question. Which club signed the Brazilian footballer Neymar for a world record transfer fee of 222 million euros in 2017? AC Milan, Paris Saint-Germain or Real Madrid?
Okay, I'm not a football fan, so I'm going to have to think logically about this one. I'm going to go with the team that I think is the best. I don't know, please don't come for me. Real Madrid?
I suppose they are better, but it's not them. It's actually Paris Saint-Germain. Chris, the Russian Daniil Medvedev is a famous name in which sport? Tennis, golf or motor racing?
Tennis.
Tennis is right, yeah? So 1 each, third question. And it's yours, Vicky. At the 1964 Olympics, Mary Rand won a gold medal in which athletics event? Long jump, 400 metres hurdles, or heptathlon?
Okay, I feel like the heptathlon wouldn't have been introduced yet. Could be wrong. I'm going to go with the 400-metre hurdles.
Let's see, Eggheads, do you know?
Long jump.
Long jump,
But Vicky was right about the heptathlon. Because that didn't come in for another 20 years.
right. Long jump is the answer, Vicky, so Chris has a chance to take the round. In 2022, Chris, who became the first amateur jockey to win the Grand National in over 30 years? Sam Whaley-Cohen, Rachel Blackmore, or Marcus Armitage?
I have an idea it was a woman as well as an amateur, which is additionally recognisable. So it's Rachel Blackmore.
It's Sam Whaley-Cohen.
Oh.
Sam Whaley-Cohen, male or female, Eggheads?
Male.
Male. Why have we got confused here, Eggheads? Rachel Blackmore is famous for winning as a woman.
She won it in
The year
2021.
before.
She won it the year before, Chris.
Aha.
So we're level after 3 questions. It gets a bit harder now, Vicky. I don't give you alternative answers. We're on sudden death. The Juddernaut is a nickname of which snooker player?
I would imagine that it's Ronnie O'Sullivan.
It's no Juddernaut, Judd Trump.
Ah,
Chris, in polo, what term is used to refer to a period of continuous play, generally lasting 7.5 minutes?
That is called a chucker, so
Chucker's right. And on sudden death, you've taken it, Vicky. Sorry, our egghead won through in the end there. We'll be back shortly. We'll see you after this break. Welcome back. As it stands, Leeds Roller Derby have lost 2 brains from the final round. If we were in the derby at the moment, what would we do on the track?
We'd take a time out.
Yep.
We'd have a few high fives and a bit of, we got this, we can do this.
And then back on the track and going even faster. Fantastic. So the Eggheads haven't lost any. The next subject, and the one where you can maybe knock one of them out, is film and TV. So who would like this?
We're going to go with Jade.
OK, Jade, our e-learning developer, against which Egghead, and you've got Kevin and Lisa left.
We're going to go with Lisa.
Lisa, please.
So Jade from Leeds Roller Derby against Lisa from the Eggheads. Please take your positions. Well, you're a movie buff, Jade. It should come in handy.
Yeah,
You also love Lego.
I do, yeah.
So what have you completed recently?
It was over 4,000 pieces, and it was a full Market Square street that had 9 separate shops in it.
Sounds great. Well, good luck building here. Film and TV. Would you like to go first or second?
First, please.
Which actor, Jade, is the founder of the film and TV company Balboa Productions? Sylvester Stallone, Harrison Ford, or Mel Gibson?
Well, I haven't actually heard of the production company, but I know that Balboa was Rocky's surname, so I'm going to take an educated stab that it's Sylvester Stallone.
It is. Well done, Sylvester Stallone. Lisa, which of these awards are presented for excellence in the television industry? Grammy, Tony, or Emmy?
Well, the Grammys are music and the Tonys are theatre. It's the Emmys.
Emmy is right. Well done. Jade, your question. Which actress has starred in the films The Constant Gardener, The Favourite, and About a Boy? Kate Blanchett, Julianne Moore, or Rachel Weisz?
Well, I've seen The Favourite. I haven't seen the other 2, but I am a huge fan of both Kate Blanchett and Julianne Moore. So I think I'd have remembered if they were in The Favourite, so I'm going to go Rachel Weisz.
Rachel Weisz is correct. Well done. Lisa, which of these Steven Spielberg films was released in the same year as his film Schindler's List? Saving Private Ryan, Jurassic Park, or Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade?
Right. Schindler's List, the early 90s. Saving Private Ryan is later, and Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade is late 80s. I think it has to be Jurassic Park.
Do you know this one, Jade?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Jurassic Park.
It is Jurassic Park. Well done. 1993. So 2 each. Playing well, Jade. Who plays investigating judge Antoine Verlac in the TV drama Murder in Provence? Rufus Sewell, Trevor Eve, or Roger Allam?
Definitely more of a film guy than a TV guy. I'm going to go with Rufus Sewell.
It's Roger Allam who played it. So Lisa has the chance to take the round with this question. Lisa, the award-winning 2021 film Drive My Car is set in which country? Is it Japan, Iran, or Denmark?
I've got a very vague visual in my head that looks like a gentleman of some sort of Far Eastern heritage. I'm no means certain. I will say Japan.
You're right. Japan is correct. You've taken the round with 3 correct answers. Sorry, Jade. Come back, rejoin your teams. We'll play the final round for £12,000. So this is what we've been playing towards. It is time for the final round, which, as always, is general knowledge. But I'm afraid those of you who lost your head-to-heads won't be in this round. So Vicky, Fiona and Jade from Leeds Roller Derby, I'm so sorry, but you have to leave the studio. Good luck, Mickey. It's tricky with your brilliant colleagues behind you.
It is. I'll do my best. Let's see how it goes.
And with the roller derby, you're a referee.
That's right.
I'd worry about falling over, but you obviously don't.
Well, once in a while, and there's always a big cheer from the crowd if that happens.
I hope you don't now, Mickey. You're playing to win Leeds roller derby, £12,000. Wow. Chris, Steve, Kevin and Lisa have built this jackpot up and they do not want it to go to any team, no matter how lovely they are. So you can see what they're playing for. I'm going to do 3 general knowledge questions and normally I say you can confer, but obviously you can't because you're alone. Would you like to go first or second?
First, please.
Mickey, good luck. Which businessman made his fortune as the founder of the electronics company Amstrad? Philip Green, Richard Branson or Alan Sugar?
OK, this is promising. So I've seen The Apprentice plenty of times and I'm pretty sure it was Alan Sugar.
It is Alan Sugar, well done. Indeed, I'm not sure why did he call it Amstrad, anyone know?
Alan Michael Sugar Trading.
Of course that was the reason. Eggheads, in 2020, which US city changed its nickname to the City of Sisterly Love to honour the 100th anniversary of the 19th Amendment, which recognised women's right to vote? Philadelphia, Denver or Seattle?
Probably Philadelphia, isn't it?
Philadelphia.
Yeah. It's the one whose nickname has normally been the City of Brotherly Love, so she changed for obvious reasons. And that's Philadelphia.
Indeed, Philadelphia is right. Fascinating fact, thank you. Challenger. In Indian cooking, what is ghee a form of? Bread, butter or soup?
OK, so I remember going into a local Indian-run shop and trying to buy some butter, and they didn't have any butter, so they tried to sell me some ghee. So I think the answer is butter.
It is butter, yeah, it's very rich. What type of vehicle, Eggheads, is a felucca? Bicycle, train or boat?
Boat.
Boat.
Yep, boat.
Like-
Yeah. It's a type of boat.
Boat is the answer. Well done. Mickey, you're playing well. 2 out of 2. So let's just keep the skates rolling here. Get this one right, put the pressure on. Where was the 1908 Tunguska event? An explosion 1,000 times more powerful than the Hiroshima atomic bomb that is believed to have been caused by an asteroid. Greenland, Siberia, or the Atacama Desert?
OK, so I think I remember hearing about this. It was something of a mysterious event, and I think it happened in very uninhabited... They're all quite uninhabited places, but I think it was in Siberia.
You're absolutely right. It was Siberia. And despite the power of the explosion, I've read about this and I don't think anyone was killed.
No.
Wasn't anybody there. So he's got 3 out of 3. This is good. £12,000 we're playing for. If you get this wrong, that's it. Kids, the money goes to the brilliant, challenging team. Here's your question. The French watchmaker Robert Hubert falsely confessed to and was executed for which of these crimes? Stealing the crown jewels, assassinating Spencer Percival, or starting the Great Fire of London?
Great fire, wasn't
Right.
it? Yeah, he made a suitable foreign scapegoat for starting the Great Fire of London.
So he confessed to and was executed for starting the Great Fire of London. You're right, Eggheads, and I wish they could have just blanked it, but they didn't. They got it right. So, Mickey, we go to sudden death in the final round. Which white building dominates the summit of the hill in Paris known as Montmartre?
OK, so I've been to Montmartre, and if I remember right, I think it's the Sacré-Cœur.
It is. That's really good quizzing, the Sacré-Cœur. Well done. So again, £12,000 they're playing for. Get this wrong, the challengers go with the money. Eggheads, which scientist born in 1635 coined the term cell used to describe a basic biological structure after viewing pieces of cork through a microscope?
Robert Hooke.
Yeah.
Robert Hooke. That was Robert Hooke.
Robert Hooke is the answer. Back we go to our challenger. Marcus Tandy, Freddie Martin and Pilar Moreno were characters in which short-lived TV drama series of the 1990s?
OK, well, some of those names sound quite British and some sound more Spanish, so I'm going to guess it might have been El Dorado.
El Dorado is quite right. Done brilliantly there. Well done. You suddenly realise, Eggheads, you're up against a quizzer. So, they win 12,000 if you get this wrong. The sackbut was an early form of which musical instrument?
Trombone.
trombone type thing, isn't it?
Yeah. That was an early version of the trombone.
You're right. Sudden death continues. Oof. Just hang on in there. They will slip and stumble at some point, as long as you don't do it first. Which businessman and amateur sailor disappeared while apparently leading the 1969 Sunday Times' Golden Globe race?
Okay. So businessman and amateur sailor. I'm not going to go with my first thought because my first thought was someone who disappeared later, which was Robert Maxwell, but 1969. Unfortunately, I can't think of an answer that I think might fit, so I'm going to say Robert Maxwell because I know he disappeared while at sea, but I think it was later.
This is such a fascinating story. So this man got into difficulties in the race. He gave false positions, and it seems that he had some sort of mental breakdown. Became a film called The Mercy, this story. But who was it, Eggheads?
Donald Crowhurst.
Donald Crowhurst. Was he ever found?
Nope. No, it just vanished into the ocean somewhere.
Donald Crowhurst was the answer. Eggheads, your question to take the contest, sudden death, £12,000. Which American stand-up comedian who died in 2008 became famous for his 7 words you can never say on television routine?
George Carlin.
George Carlin, isn't it?
Yeah.
George Carlin?
Yes, it is, yeah.
George Carlin? We think that is George Carlin.
Do you know this at all, Mickey?
I think they're right.
If they are right, the contest is over. The correct answer is George Carlin. We say congratulations, Eggheads, you've won again.
Played.
You played a storming old round there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You really did. I suddenly thought you were going to get Donald Crowhurst now.
Sadly not. Never heard of him.
Commiserations to the challengers. The Eggheads have done it. Their winning streak continues. So we keep the £12,000 here in the studio. We roll it over to our next show. And we wonder, Eggheads, if you'll lose at all. Join us next time to see if a new team of challengers have the brains to take them down with £13,000 to play for. These jackpots are getting bigger and bigger. See you then.
Ben Fogel revisits a couple in the vast forests of the Rhodopole Mountains in Bulgaria and discovers how their lives as nomads have become slow mads. Find out more at 9. Next, a lady with some tummy trouble and 2 brothers who both have been involved in a bike crash. Check in with our wonderful GPs behind closed doors. The new series continues on Channel 5.